folks, I could have just continued to do my usual schedule of getting some footage for my upcoming Hogwarts Legacy video and then go to sleep. But no. Apparently, Bob Iger has asked the folks at Disney and the BBC to jump on the We Hate the Undiverse video game bandwagon. And look, as a non-binary person myself, I don't use the pronouns. I do not barge into bathrooms, and I especially do not decide to have my own private body parts mutilated because, quite frankly, I am proud to be of my birth gender. Now, I'm not gonna say the other version because of the Andromon in the room. Now, that is some reasonable censorship, but this piece here, that ain't it, fam. As according to this hit piece, it reads Blockbuster Chinese video game, aka Black Myth Wukong, tried to police players and divided the internet. Well, that's clearly not true. If anything's defined the internet, it's you weirdos who want to say, yeah, we're proud of who we are, we'll fight you physically, IRL. Look, if you want to fight someone, Alyssa, do it in Fortnite. Oh wait, you don't have the testosterone to do it. You just want to say the B word and have, I'm gonna say, high schoolers from New York do your lawsuit firm business for you, so you can roast kiwi farms, who, by the way, had enough journalism on their back. And by journalism, I mean hate crime, because apparently you wanted to cause a divide on the internet. You messed with a furry and the furry fandom for the last time. So I'm gonna talk about this game, whether you like it or not. Now, this article is from Gavin Butler, reporting from Singapore. And it reads like this. An anthropomorphic monkey and a campaign against feminist propaganda set the video gaming community alight this week, following the release of the most successful Chinese title of all time. Many players were furious after the company behind Black Myth Wukong set them a list of topics to avoid while live streaming the game, including feminist propaganda, fetishization, and other content that instigates negative discourse. Still, within 24 hours of its release on Tuesday, it became the second most played game ever on streaming platform Steam, gathering more than 2.1 million concurrent players and selling more than 4.5 million copies. Now keep in mind, we have our first lie here. By many players, I mean those that want to side with the garbage of modern day games like Dustborn. And they weren't happy about Black Myth Wukong releasing before Star Wars Outlaws, so they decided to make bot accounts. Clearly, none of you people have learned. I mean, it's sad. And while this unique bit of gaming history based on a classic amongst Chinese literature that inspired the likes of Dragon Ball, and of course, more recently, Lego Monkey Kid, the article goes on to say, why has it sparked controversy? and just repeated the same old sad song at the start of this article when clearly we know it was due to the toxicity of many consultancy firm loving freak. At least for freaks in my opinion in a negative light. They trigger me on Twitter, especially with this one. So what this really goes down to in brief is that IGN hired a woke Korean translator to translate words during an interview with a game dev who made Black Myth Wukong at Game Science, and also translating everything in the workplace. While yes, the posters were not actually very professional, it's also safe to assume that most of these journalists weren't being professional either, claiming some very unsavory things about this developer, which, can I just say, give them the chance and actually play the game throughout if you're gonna make a video or a review about it. I'm doing a highlight reel of Hogwarts Legacy and I want to complete the game, so that's what I'm gonna do. Because if I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to do, reviews. If a game speaks for itself and it's enjoyable, that's all that matters to me now. Brief, and I am quoting from the actual article here, multiple content creators refused to review the game, claiming its developers were trying to censor discussion and stifle freedom of speech. That's what Dustborn's doing. If you don't like my personal opinion of me just enjoying video games and championing those who play Black Myth Wukong, then that's fine. There's a market for everything. But don't go attacking people. And if you do IRL and want to throw down punching a fist, Alyssa, you can aim for my chin. First one's free. And I hope you get arrested by having a Karen scream at you, because you're worse than a Karen at this point. Anyway, thank you for watching. Remember to have some common sense, and I'll see you guys next time.